AMD says they don't care. They don't care at all. Intel's trying to be cool by being one of the fellow kids, and we have free games from Sony, some big games. We'll talk about that in today's episode of Hot News. Hello, my friends. I'm your host, Brett. We're going to be going over the hottest tech news that I can find on the internet. So let's jump into the title story today about AMD saying they're not going to do what Nvidia has done, that they have no issue with users mining on their cards. They don't care. They're not going to be implementing a mining restriction like Nvidia has done on the RTX 3060. It's not going to be happening, with them coming out and saying we will not be blocking any workload, not just mining for that matter. That said, there are a couple of things. First of all, RDNA was designed from the ground up for gaming, and RDNA 2 doubles up on this. And what I mean by this is Infinity Cache and a smaller bus width were carefully chosen to hit a very specific gaming hit rate. However, mining specifically enjoys or scales with higher bandwidth and bus width, so there are going to be limitations from an architectural level for mining itself. And if you looked at any of the reviews from the RX 6700 XT, which released yesterday, there might be some bottlenecks for gaming as well, according to benchmarks that are coming out, where it looks like the 6700 XT actually stacks up better versus this 3060 Ti rather than the 3070, which AMD is clearly positioning its price at. But AMD not going to try to stop you from mining, so in case you want to buy it, go AMD. That's what the kids are saying. And if you want to go cool to school, you should check out today's video sponsor, which is our brand new merch. We launched this over on UFD Tech a few weeks ago, but now you can pick it up here. We're going to be running a coupon code 10% off with code HOTNEWS. You have several different designs like this GPU blowout. We also have a new redesigned F key, the SYNGAP support to show support for the rare disease, specifically my son's rare disease, as well as the one that I'm personally wearing right now, the PC blowout design. So you can check that out at the link in the video description. Again, code HOTNEWS to save 10% off of our merch. Big thanks to me for sponsoring today's video. You're welcome. Which is what Nvidia's saying to everybody. You're welcome. You want mining? Here's your mining card. And now we have the retail pricing of the first mining card. The CMP 30HX pallet card has been unveiled at the United Arab Emirates, coming in at a price of $723 for its 26 mega hash that it could perform at. Whether or not this is a good deal depends on the stock of any graphics card in your area, because if this is all you can get, this is all you can get, and you're going to pay whatever price you can. So just do it. Which is a good slogan. That's some good marketing right there by Nike. You know what company doesn't have good marketing though? Intel. They decided to bring back, in a twisted fashion, the Mac versus PC ads from the 1990s that Apple was doing, where it was Justin Long versus some guy that was supposed to be like a pseudo Bill Gates. Well, now Justin Long's apparently the hip, cool Intel laptop guy, and it's just, oh, it's a bad ad. Not fundamentally. That's like, fundamentally, it's a good advertisement that you'd see on the television. It's really wrong because it's so desperate. It seems like Intel looked at everything that's going on in the landscape. Hey, we're losing to AMD in desktop. We don't have a GPU out. We're losing to AMD in server. We're losing to Apple now in laptops because of their M1 chips. What do? We hit the millennials in the nostalgia feels. Okay, that's what we do. And that will just get them to mock you. If you look at the like to dislike ratio, yeah, you can see that this clearly has not gone over very well for Intel in this strategy, which you might be able to hear a little bit about, probably won't, with the new CEO giving a live chat on March 23rd, talking about a new era of innovation and technology leadership at Intel. In case you're interested, there will be a webcast for this. I don't know if he's going to take comments from the crowd, but I'm sure he did not greenlight this because obviously he just recently became CEO. So any of the bad decisions that we're seeing from Intel right now, I'm not going to put in his bucket just yet, but let's see how much Intel continues down the garbage train. Talk about the garbage train that is the Bitcoin update. Chugga. Nearly $58,000. Look at that huge spike towards the end of this day. That's a big hunk of baloney of Bitcoin. Let's go to the GameStop update. Has closed up 0.79%. It's up, but now it's down in after hours. It's okay, so it's flat. Okay, GameStop kind of trailed off towards the end of the day. People didn't take their stimulus money. Wells Fargo was down for a little bit. Stimmy money not going into GameStop just yet. Just hold on. It'll happen, okay? Look for it tomorrow. potentially. There's supposed to be something big going on Friday with GameStop with regards to like the closing of different calls and stuff like that. We'll see if that plays out. I'll keep you updated in the next Bitcoin GameStop update. And there's an update to that Twitter hack that happened a little while ago. In case you remember, a whole bunch of verified accounts all started tweeting that they're giving back to their community. They're going to be, if you send them $1,000 of Bitcoin, they'll give you $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. It would have been phenomenal for everybody. But the person behind this hack actually just pled guilty to 30 charges against him. However, he's only going to be serving a 3-year prison sentence because he was classified as a youthful offender under Florida law, which means that he didn't have to serve the minimum 10-year prison sentence that was there, since he did it when he was only 17 years old and made roughly 117,000 Bitcoin before everything was shut down. So $117,000 divided over the 3 years in prison. If he doesn't have to give that money back, which I'm presuming that he does, that's still a pretty decent like salary for sitting in prison. I don't know. And Micron doesn't know what it wants to do with its 3D crosspoint. This is coming after Intel and Micron parted ways with their crosspoint technology. Micron taking their share, Intel taking their share. Well, Micron saying that they're done. They don't want to do it. They're done with research and development. They're done with trying to get into that side of the memory market. They're throwing their hands up and whoever wants it, come get it. It's yours, maybe. And if you want yours downloads to go on the Xbox Series X and you want better segues, just keep watching. It'll get better as time goes on, I promise. Xbox is rolling out a new update that's going to allow you to suspend your game in order to get faster downloads. The reason this matters is because the quick resume feature on the new Xbox Series consoles actually takes up a lot of intensive resources, some of them that are allocated for the network downloading speeds, and so you can't actually download at the fast rate that you need to when you have quick resume. However, this one allows you to still have quick resume, like you'll still be able to load instantly back into the game, but you have to suspend it first and then you can get fast download speeds. Video games are fun, seamless. Consoles, genius. Let's see your PC manage 6 games open all at once at the same point and not take up resources for everything else. Exactly, that's what I thought. Speaking of taking up resources, Activision Blizzard doesn't want 190 employees taking up any more resources at the company, with them being laid off in a massive esports restructuring that they are going through, especially with the pandemic and them not being able to host live events for the esports. They're laying off a lot of the people there, and they're saying that the people will get 90-day severance package plus health benefits for a year, which is good to hear that, as well as job transition support. And I don't know, I want to hear your opinion on this. They're getting $200 worth of gift cards to Battle.net. I mean, it's good that they're getting 3 months pay and health benefits for a year, but they're saying here's $200 in video game gift cards. Enjoy your layoff. That just feels like a little slap in the face. I don't know. And if you want a slap in the face of a good video game, which I mean, Activision Blizzard, when was the last time they made a good video game? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake. Anyways, Disco Elysium, the final cut, is going to be available on PS4, PS5, and Stadia on March 30th. This is going to be the definitive edition of the game that just basically swept the Game Awards by storm back in 2019. It's supposed to be a really great RPG, and now it's going to be available on more platforms. And the PlayStation platform is going to give you free games. Sony announcing that they are giving away not only Horizon Zero Dawn for free, this is on top of the fact that they're giving away Ratchet & Clank for free, but they're giving away a whole bunch of other games starting on March 25th. Abzu Enter the Gungeon, Res Infinite, Subnautica, The Witness, Astrobot Rescue Mission, Moss, Thumper, Paper Beast, and then obviously Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition starting on April 19th. And this is different than PlayStation Plus. You don't need to have PS Plus at all. These are just games that you get for free, and then you get to keep them, like Ratchet & Clank. So this is just a good move by Sony with their Play at Home campaign that they're doing. Free PlayStation games for you and free videos. Check out this episode of Hot News yesterday. In case you missed any of them yesterday, you can check out this playlist right over here to catch up on all of the hot news you may have missed this week, because we've had some good stuff. So just click that playlist. That's what you want to do. Get on the hot news. It's okay for you.